Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm currently away on holiday, but when you're watching this, but I'm filming like mad so that you've got videos to watch while I'm away. And it suddenly dawned on me that actually my channel has been going now for a year and a half. So I thought, let's do a review of all the colour with me's that we've done from the very beginning right up until the last one we've done. So that's what I'm going to do. I have got quite a stack next to me, and it makes me feel really proud actually to see how much we've done together and the progress that I've made on my journey, and that is down to you guys, the kindness, the support and the encouragement on my journey, my colouring journey. It makes me quite emotional actually to think about it, the friends that I've made, and yeah, it's just been a wonderful experience. So let's get into it. So the first colour along that I ever did, and I remember vividly, was I was so nervous, and I had grown my nails and I'd got like Colour Street sticker nail varnish over them, and oh god, I was nervous. But we did this little page together and I remember it really well. We used Arteza pencils, a bit of Posca to do the dots, and pastel blocks. And yeah, we did this together, and I'd brought some editing software, cheap editing software, because I was using my camera, and my computer hated it, and it took me I think a week to upload this video because it would take hours and hours, and then it wasn't formatted properly. Oh, it was horrendous. So thank heavens for my tiny little camera. I love you, little camera. So yeah, we did this one together, and I was so excited and pleased to share it with you, but incredibly nervous and had no confidence whatsoever. So it's just pencil, just chalk and a tiny bit of Posca. I won't be able to tell you everything that we used, but there is a video for every single page that I'm showing you. So if you were interested, you could go and have a look. We will be coming back to this book because we did some more colour alongs in there. Excuse me. The next one we did, and I was equally nervous, was a very mice colouring book. So this is right back at the beginning of my channel. And I wanted to recreate the front cover here. So this is a very mice colouring book by Ellen Jericho. I think that's how you say it. Gorgeous little colouring book. It is on Amazon print paper. Yeah, but it is stunning. And we coloured this little page together. So I tried to redo the front cover, as I quite often do. There's a bit of a glare, I apologise. The main bulb in my bedroom, my little office here, is gone. And so I've got like a really low watt one, 2 lamps on. It's a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, so we coloured this together. Now, if I remember correctly, I think we used Prismas and chalk for the background, because I wasn't brave at all with anything that I did. I had no confidence whatsoever. But I think he turned out really cute, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, I remembered it. Yes, it definitely was Prismas. I'm thinking of the colour combination there. It's a gorgeous little book. It's one of the first books that I got for the channel. I love it. We should come back to it because it is so cute. So cute. And I printed it off onto some cardstock, so I kept the book nice. So we did that one. Gorgeous. Then I have to get my folder to keep my all my loose PDFs in. The next one we did, and I was so disappointed that I didn't get the views on this at all. So hard when you're first starting YouTube. I'll take her out of her pocket. We did, we coloured this little lady together. Let me come out. This is an image by Mandy Manzano. So those of you in the diamond painting community, and particularly Diamond Art Club will know Mandy Manzano very well. I adore her art, and I did do a flip through of this PDF book that's available on Etsy, and we did a colour along in here. And I remember at this stage in the journey of YouTube, I remember saying to my sister, I'm not doing it anymore, that's it, not doing it anymore, no one's watching. I think I'd had 60 views, and my sister was like, yeah, but Lucy, that's a lot for the subscribers you've got, being a new channel. But when you lack in confidence, that's what happened. But I love her. Now, this is, this sparkle that you can see on her dress is the Deco Art. Let me see if I can find it for you. Yeah, it's the, no, it's not Deco Art, sorry, it's Folk Art. And it's extreme glitter acrylic paint. And it goes on like a white colour and then dries clear, just leaves the glitter behind. So I'm really pleased with her still. I think she's lovely. I think she came out really well. So I can't remember, I think this was Prismas 2, it probably most of the early colour alongs. So this was the 12th of the 4th, 20. Most colour alongs at that point were Prismas because I didn't have the array of beautiful pencils that I've got now. I think I had the Arteza and the Prismas. But yeah, so there she is, Jessica Rabbit by Mandy Manzano. And we will come back to my little folder, there's more in here that we did together. So if you're new to my channel, or even if you've been coming back and you didn't know these were around, you can go and have a look and see a very, very nervous Lucy right back at the beginning of her journey. Okay. Then this book, I don't know if you know about this book, there is a flip through on my channel. Incredible book. The paper quality in it is absolutely amazing. And gorgeous dragon pictures. Absolutely, look at that one. Absolutely stunning. And on the other side they give you a little bit about them and suggest the colours that they would be. So this is Dragonology, and it is by... Candlewick Press, and says, oh, Dr. Ernest Drake's Dragonology colouring book. I don't know if it's still available on Amazon now, but we did this page together. This is the Draconosaurus Rex, and it had a really good description in there of the colours that he was and what the background was like. So this was Prismas, definitely. I remember doing all the chest armour, and the background I did with chalk pastels and a what do you call them? Oh, a stencil brush is what I'm trying to think of. So one of these little dudes that you get off Amazon, I scraped off a chalk stick onto a palette, dipped the brush in and then rubbed it into the page, and then I have fixed it, yeah. But that was March as well. Oh, April, sorry, April in 2020. And again, incredibly nervous, but I look back and I think it's a really cool picture. You did a good job. You know, it was very early in my colouring journey, but I think he turned out really well. I remember I basted him with Neos. So there was a Neo Colour 2 base on his body, and then we went over with Prismas. Yeah, so there he is. Very cool, very, very cool colouring book. Dragonology. Excuse me. Then I got the PDF book, The Fairyland Circus from the Imaginary World of Jane F. Hankins. I couldn't afford the shipping. I would dearly love one of Jane's proper books, and the company had reached out to me and they've sent me the PDFs. And we've done 2 colour alongs. We've done a Christmas one and we've done this one. But I would really love one of her proper books because they are art quality paper. And I see Connie colouring them and she does such a fantastic job. So, again, I wanted to recreate the cover. So we did this in May in 2020, and so this is Jane's front cover of the PDF, and then this was my colour along. Let's come in a little bit. So again, I think I did a grand job for a beginner colourist, and it's something I'm still very proud of now. You know, I even managed to get the light coming out of the little circus tents and her skin. I think I did a really good job actually, and looking back now I'm really pleased with it. Look at those trees. Yeah, I did good, I did good. I just have to stop being so damn hard on myself and enjoy what I do, which I have learnt to do, you know, and have more fun instead of being so strict and hard on myself. But so this was a 2-part colour along on my channel. As you can imagine, there was a lot of elements to get through, but we did it, and I loved it. So I've still got all the colours written down, but yeah, so like I say, if you want to go back and see my progressive journey, all these are available on my channel. Every coloured page that I show you in this video is of a colour with me, and this is why I wanted to do it as a review of the channel. So there she is, my gorgeous little, I think Jane calls her Eloise. My gorgeous little Fairyland Circus. So that's Fairyland Circus from My Imaginary World by Jane F. Hankins, which is available for download from her shop. Right, let's put this one away, otherwise I'm going to get myself in a massive pickle. There are books everywhere. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. She's so cute. So I'm going to put that there because that goes in my PDF folder. Then the next one we did was in my red folder again, and this I'm still so very proud of this page. It started off as Easy Skin and Hair, and then we finished it together. So this is from Alina Lazareva's Elegant Beauties, and this was on my birthday. on my birthday in 2020, and I did post this on Instagram, and we used polychromos for this. I remember doing the skin totally in polychromos. The hair we used a black Prisma as well, and this dress was done in chalk and pencil over the top. But I am still so proud of how that hair came out. It took forever. And I think it's titled Easy or Quick and Easy Hair or something like that. Well, it might have been quick and easy to watch. It wasn't quick and easy to colour, folks, I can tell you. But yeah, I'm thrilled with that. I absolutely love that. It's probably still, for me, probably one of the best ones that I've ever done, that hair. Gorgeous, and I love it. That book is now available on Amazon. And it's, like I say, it's called Elegant Beauties by Alina Lazareva. If you put Elegant Beauties in, it will come up. And there is, I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 parts. It might be 2 parts, but there she is. I'm so proud of her. She's gorgeous. Okay. Then, getting more and more, I was quite adventurous actually. When you look back, I think it was just those first sort of 2 that weren't really that adventurous. I did a colour along with you in Anastasia Elicolda-Reever's Mysteria. Now these aren't books that you do lightly, are they? Let's face it. You know, they're expensive books. I can't find it now. Oh, of course it's this white piece of paper. And we did this beauty in here with the Shout. Now I'm trying to think. I know I put a pearlescent paint over the top of my colouring, and I think she might have been Prisma. I think she might have been Prisma's. She's quite shiny. I think that I did a base of Neos on her skin and then went over with pencil, if I remember correctly. But like I say, there is videos for each of these. And I'm thrilled to bits with how she turned out. Absolutely thrilled to bits. I thought it was the front cover. But yeah, no, she's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And I really enjoyed doing her. So she's available on my channel as a full colour along. Well, they all are, I don't need to keep saying that. I don't know how many parts they are, but I just remember being very proud of her. I think the background there looks like a pastel. I think I coloured everything else. I think everything is pencil. Yeah, beautiful lady, and I was really proud of her eyes. Very proud of her big blue eyes. So there's that one. And I think we come back to Mysteria in a little while. I think we do, anyway. Can't remember. I've got the whole list in front of me. I'm just putting Rita Berman back out because we're going to be coming to her shortly. Then I did book 4 of Linda Ravenscroft's Fairy and Fantasy Art. Now this is proper watercolour paper. These books are outstanding and they'll take whatever you throw at them. They are incredible. And we did this page together. Now, I think she might have been, again, basted with Neos and then polychromos over the top, because there's no sheen on her. And then I've splattered some paint on, some silver looking paint. She's got a little bit of glitz and glamour in those wings. That will be the folk art paint, because that's all I had at the time. But, yeah. Oh no, we did. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the wrong picture. I coloured this one, I think. Hang on. No, that's right. Yeah, no, it's right. Yeah, oh God, I panicked then. I thought, oh God. No, this is right. Yeah, we did her together. I'm not sure, again, how many parts there are, but I just went through my playlist last night and wrote all these down, and then I've pulled all the books to go through with you. So she's gorgeous. Done a few more in here. It's one of the books that I would love to finish. Done her. And her. And this one's my favourite in here. This little hedgeling. Isn't she cute? Wish we'd have done that as a colour along, but we didn't. Yeah. So, Linda Ravenscroft's Fairy and Fantasy Art. This is on 300 gram paper for a professional finish. Now this is proper watercolour paper. There is no mistaking it. Gorgeous, gorgeous books. She has her own website and you can order them off of there. Then, right, I'm going to have to make a safe pile. Then my love of Tim Jeffs started, and we did a colour along in Birds. Let me just, I have tagged it, but it's difficult. We did this one, which is the Cock on the Rock, and this is pastels. Excuse me while I die slowly. We did Derwent pastel pencils for this little beauty, and I loved him. So I think I did a flip through of the book. I'm pretty sure I did. And there are just some incredible images in here. Did that one, but yeah, and this was done with pastel pencils. This was what started my, what else can we do with pastels? And we did the next one too with pastel pencils. So there's that one. I think that's just one part video, but Derwent pastel pencils. Really enjoyed doing it. Okay, so if anybody tells you you can't get colour out of pastels, you can say, well, that's Lucy shows you otherwise. Okay, then we did, no, not that one yet. We then did, yeah, because I was on the pastel kick and thinking about what they could be used for, we did this one by Christine Karen. And let me just pull this out. This is all pastels too. And it started with a video of me doing simple skin and hair. And I did them with pastels, obviously, Derwent pastel pencils. And then, oh, I do apologise. A few subscribers asked if I could finish the image together with you. So we did on the channel. And I think she turned out beautifully. I would give her more colour and depth now. I do skin quite differently now. And the leaves probably, but I like how fresh she is. She's supposed to be spring-like, isn't she? She's called Seedling. And yeah, I think she's okay. I think we did good. So that might be a two-parter, because I started with just doing her skin with the pastels and her hair, because I couldn't believe how well they went over grayscale. And how nice a smooth finish you could get with them. So we did her. And this was then, okay, well, what else can we do? If they're that easy to use, what else can we do? Because the blending is really simple with them. Oh, I'm really struggling. Give me 2 seconds, I'll get a drink. Sorry about that. I've took some tablets, had a drink. Kind of tried to revive myself a little bit. So, the pastel journey, that's what we were talking about. And I chose The Fairy Tale Princess and Storybook Darlings by the wonderful Hannah Lynn. And this is Amazon print paper. So I was thinking to myself, well, we all moan about Amazon paper, what can we do with it? So we did Tink. And this is all done with Derwent pastel pencils. And a tiny little bit of the Folk Art glitter acrylic paint. And I love doing her. Gorgeous. And they are so easy. We must do another video with pastel pencils. We must do a picture. Now we've got all this glitz and glam, we can, because they are very flat, there's no shine to them at all, like you get with pencils, but they are so easy to use, it's incredible. So we must do a video together on using them again in a bit more of an intricate picture maybe. But yeah, I loved her, she's gorgeous. And Hannah Lynn, I need to come back to this because I haven't done it, but it's a beautiful, isn't it? Alice one. It's a pretty one, isn't it? So we must come back to it, and we must do more pastels together. Because for any of you new subscribers, you probably didn't even know that this was where my sort of colouring journey started, was colouring pencils, but pastels really gave me confidence because you could erase them if you went wrong and all sorts. So I really enjoyed that one. And then talking of Alice, along came the wonderful Charles Santo into my life. God rest his soul. He died last year, I think. Very sad. Such an incredible talent. And I've got to find it now. I can't remember which one we did. I've done quite a few. This is another book that I want to finish. And I've done quite a few. We didn't do him. I think I've been bitten by a dog. No. Here we go again. Sorry, folks. And I was doing a colour and chat and catch up with you on the situation because I was waiting for surgery. We did this one. We did this one together. Well, some of it while I was chatting to you. I think we were doing her skin. But I was really pleased with how the pigeon came out. This would have been with polychromos and maybe Crayart pencils, because I'd started to use them with Crayart. That front page was Crayart. This one was Crayart pencils, and they're really lovely pencils. They're polychromos, but much cheaper. Yeah, it says Crayart at the bottom. Would have been, and chalk. Yeah, so we did her together. I don't know if we did another one. I just saw Alice in the playlist. Oh, we did her. I think we did her together. I can't remember, folks. there is Alice in Wonderland on my channel. I think we did do her. Yeah, I think we did her together. And I had sort of set colours for Alice in here. But I'm really pleased with how she came out. This book is just divine. If you haven't got it and you like Alice, this is the bee's knees, as they say. And being a big kid, I brought the accompanying proper Charles Santos illustrated works of the story. So we can, if I can find a page that's got, we can copy the images when we do it, well, I can copy the images when we do a colour with me. And it's just a beautiful hardback book, but I loved it. And I bought it with some birthday money, I think, so that we can come back to doing Alice, because I really would like to finish this book. It's so beautiful. So there she is, our gorgeous Alice waking up from her dream. There we go. So Alice in Wonderland colouring book by Charles Santo, one of my all-time favourite illustrators. Okay, then we came to Wild Cats. Now this was the first Happy Mail that I'd ever had on my channel, and I was so overwhelmed that Tim Jeffs contacted me on Facebook. I was part of his group, and asked if I would like a colouring book to show on the channel, and I was like, would I ever? I was so excited. So again, using pastels, we did the Siberian Tiger together, and this one was posted on Instagram. And we did, yeah, like I say, Derwent pastel pencils. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations, and like I say, the pastel pencils work like a dream over Tim's work, and you're not going to get an easier blend than using pastel pencils. Isn't he gorgeous? And I'm still so very proud of him. I don't know if I've written down a date on him. Let me see. No, I didn't, but he'll be in my, like I say, in my Colour With Me playlist. Isn't he gorgeous? I love him to bits. So yeah, we will come back to doing pastels. I was just checking to make sure that I had fixed it, and I have. And just in case you wanted to know, I use the Frisk pastel fixative to fix my pages. But yeah, isn't he lovely? All Tim's illustrations are, that was my inspiration photo. They're all incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, so I'm very pleased with how he turned out. Lovely, lovely little nose. Okay, then I purchased Kelly O'Gorman's 2020 calendar and emailed her and said, Kelly, are you going to do a new calendar? Because I'd love to feature it on my channel. And bless her heart, she sent me this as a gift, and signed it to the front, to Lucy, happy colouring, best wishes, Kelly. And I did start to do a monthly colour along with you all, and we did January together. So this was January 2021, and this is Janus. Let's come out a little bit further just so you can see. And I did this with Prismas, and I think that's pastel. We did this with, yeah, we did this with Prismas together. That's on my channel. Then we did the gorgeous, this is February. Now I nearly ditched her, which is why the she's out of the calendar. I nearly threw it away because I wasn't happy with her, but again, because I'm so critical of myself, I look at her now and I think, well, she's beautiful, what's wrong with her? So that's the folk art glitter that you can see painted on her wings and the butterfly and the bottle. And I think probably this was polychromos. I can't see any like wax shine. I think it's probably polychromos. But she's beautiful, isn't she? And we also did, sorry, it's such a big calendar. We did March together, and I did this one. And then, sadly, I didn't do any more. People weren't watching and following. Like, I thought it would be like a community thing that we did together. And it kind of didn't happen. My Facebook group was new. I didn't have that many subscribers. And so I didn't do any more. It's got a little bit of glossy accent there. And but it is an incredible... I mean, if you've ever followed and looked for Kelly's work, it is outstanding. So, I mean, just because it's a calendar, I will ignore the calendar and I will do them. It's on really lovely cardstock. This was one of my favourites. Isn't that gorgeous? They're all incredible images. She's a very, very talented lady. And I'm quite sad that we didn't do it like as a Facebook event, you know, for the whole 12 months. Because it is just a beautiful calendar. But I will keep it, like I say, the calendar's on the back, so it doesn't matter. And maybe next year, as a collaborative thing, we can do a Facebook. I'm just trying to show you all the gorgeous images in there. Maybe next year we can do a year-long event. I'm so sorry. So, the wonderful Kelly O'Gorman, incredible artist, just outstanding. I can't praise her highly enough. Her work is just a dream. So there's that one. Then we're going to go back to Rita Berman's My Spring Walk, this nice travel size book. And we did a double page in here. Well, it initially started as a single page, and then people requested that I carried on. Now, here we are. We did this double page spread together. So I started with this page. This was Black Widows, I remember well. And we started this page and I did it. And then a few people said, Lucy, can you carry it over onto the other side and do the other side? So we did. So we did this together with Black Widow pencils. I love it. I inked my clouds. I had them way back then. This was January 21. And I inked my clouds. We've got a little bit, that looks, yeah, a little bit of stickles on that fish. Just a tiny bit. Was not too adventurous at that point. And didn't have the supplies that I've got now, but I absolutely love it. And when you do up Rita Berman's pages like this, they just come out stunning. And I need to get my Black Widows out as well. I adore that set of pencils. And I've brought all the backups because I was going through them, using them all the time. They work like a dream in Rita Berman's books. So I'm hoping that when her new book comes out, it's the same quality paper because it's so nice, such lovely paper. Yeah, so we did this one. I love it. I love colouring in Rita Berman's books. So, there's that. My Spring Walk again. This was my favourite out of all of hers. Okay. Then, I knew I had to come back to... is it this one? Yeah. I had to come back to Mysteria. I mean, we didn't colour in Mysteria. We coloured in the Colouring Heavens Mermaid Special. If I can find her. Where is she? Here. So this is the page in Mysteria. I didn't realise it was in this book, or I would have coloured directly in here. But we coloured the Colouring Heavens Mermaid. I think she's 2 parts. And this was out of the Mermaid Special book. And I know I've used liquid pearls. Couldn't feel them there. And I think this was probably polychromos work, all of it. And I'm so pleased with her. She featured in on Colouring Heaven's website for how to colour skin and hair. So I was so proud that I'd achieved that. She's just stunning. I wish I'd have just known that, I'd looked through and realised that she was in here, and I would have done her on this book, but so I keep her in there. And maybe one day I'll redo her, but she's gorgeous. I loved doing it, and I was so proud. I had an email from Colour in Heaven, and it was like, no way! I'm going to be on their website, what the hell? Yeah, so, and I still love her now, she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I knew it would be coming back to this. But it was the Colour in Heaven one. Mermaid special. And then, of course, Kirby happened. My wonderful Curbster. Gotta love the Curbster. And we did... Okay, let me find it. We did the mandrill page together. Now, I think this is 2 parts. Now, it looks quite shiny. I could be wrong, but I think that that looks like Prisma. I could be wrong. But we did him, and I posted him on Instagram. A lot of research into what these fruits were and what they looked like, and I wanted him to stand out, for him not to be overwhelmed. I'm just going to try and stop the glare of the wax there. But like, really proud of how the fruits came out, and yeah, he's gorgeous. I love him. I love Kirby, full stop. Absolutely stunning. I'm very proud of this Kirby book, so I keep them, they're like coveted. I do keep them very precious. This is my favourite of all Kirby's books, so I can't wait for his new one. Anyway, so we will be coming back to Fragile World. We did do another one in there. And then Circle of Life, I think. No, we didn't. You then voted, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my little book. You then voted to do another page in Kirby, because it was brand new released. And we did this double page spread together. I'll try and come out to get it all in. There. We did the parrots together. Now, I know the background was neo-coloured tooth. And I could be wrong, but they look like they maybe are polychromos. I'm not sure. But like I say, it's up on the channel. And the whole thing's available for you to watch. I loved doing this page. I love the bright colours. Just love how it turned out. Even the pine cones. So yeah, there was that one. My wonderful Curbster. So yeah, there was a little bit of showing you how to blend the neo colours, trying to get a smooth blend. And I used pencils over the top, so I think I took a Prisma, if you've got any smeary areas, and matched the colour. And then just went over the top. But the way I did it, there wasn't too much splotchiness, and Kirby's paper is just out of this world. So we did that one together. Very proud of those pages, very proud of them. So that was Kirby's Fragile World, Kirby Rosanes. Then came Circle of Life into our lives, and what a shock this was. I pre-ordered it, and there was no images. I think there was 2 images, and I just thought, oh, do you know what, we're just going to go with it, because it's the same publisher as Kirby, and they released it for £5, and it's this lady that I can't pronounce, Melapon, yeah, that lady. They released it for £5, and I couldn't believe the quality when it turned up. So we did this dark nighttime scene together. We bring you in a touch, and we put stickles on the, I don't know if you can pick up on that in this lighting, but we did put stickles on the top of the mountains. I can't remember what we coloured with. It looks like polychromos to me again, and possibly a Posca pen sky. Adored it, absolutely adored it. I'd never seemed to actually get the pages exactly as I want in this book. You know, I visualise them and they don't seem to... I don't know, just don't seem to get the depth, but this one I do love. I do love. Yeah, we did that one together. This is an incredible book, and like I say, it's the same publishers as Kirby and the same paper as Kirby, so outstanding. So that is Circle of Life by the wonderful lady that I can't pronounce. Okay, then we also did a vote. We did quite a few votes for what you wanted to see coloured in, because we'd been chatting in videos. And much to my dismay and fear, Serene won. This is by Nicholas. He's known as Filbert because nobody can say the surname. Now this is a very expensive book from Etsy by Nick, and nobody dare spoil it. And then of course you then see Colour and Chat with Sammy do the most incredible works in this book, so it's very intimidating. But you voted, so I had to do it. We were doing pages that scared us, or books that scared us. So we did this little beauty together. And I am very proud of her. I'm very proud of how she came out. She's gorgeous. And I got told off because I have one at the front here that I'd started in my early colouring journey that I haven't finished. It's not that I think it's rubbish, I just haven't finished it because it scared me. So I need to come back to it, but this would have been done with polychromos, I think. I can't see any sort of shimmer, waxy shimmer, so I think this is polychromos, but yeah, so you guys forced me into it. I gave you options and you voted, but this won and we did Serene. Isn't she beautiful? I just love her. Very, very lovely. I'm very proud that I did a page in here. So this is Serene by Nick Filbert. Then came... We were really spoilt this year, weren't we, for colouring books. We have Joanna Basford's, which I'm going to admit is not my favourite. I don't like the paper, it's fussy. And but we did do a colour along and I hate it. I really hate it. So, the clouds in the background were done with Black Widows. The little balloons, I don't know if you can pick up on a little, there's a little iridescent, are the gelato iridescents. And then the little house would have been done with polychromos too. It's just bare to me. It needs... I've got some little die cuts of balloons, but they're party balloons, and I'm just thinking of putting them in, just to add some interest. So this book has got a lot of blank backgrounds, so that's what got me thinking about die cuts, and because I can't draw. But I think the reason I don't like it is just boring. You know, there's not enough detail. I don't know. So, anyway, it is what it is. We coloured that. And then I put it in a cupboard because I was so disappointed. There are some beautiful pages, but it's not my favourite. My favourite's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I love that book. But again, I don't get on very well colouring her books. I don't know why. But this is different paper to the other ones. It's very smooth and very fussy. So perhaps should have gone in with my Pablo's and I might have had better luck. But it is what it is, you know. We attempted it. So Worlds of Wonder by Joanna Basford. And then came my love of Karolina Kubakowska. And I did an unboxing of all her books on the channel. And we voted, and Magic Hour won the colour along. And let me see if I can find it. Now, if you go on to my channel and you look in playlists, if you want any details about Karolina's work or where to get her work and books from, you can... All the links will be in those videos. I'm not going to be able to link every single colouring book here. There's just too many of them for me to sit and link them all. But like I say, if you know, you go on my channel and there's a book you're really interested in and I haven't linked it for whatever reason in the colour along, or colour with me, just email me or message me, comment down below, and I will get that link for you. But we coloured this little guy together. Isn't he gorgeous? I cannot remember what we used. I can't remember what we used, but absolutely stunning books, her work. And we had so much fun doing it. Yeah. So we voted for which Karolina Kubakowska book to colour in, because I'd brought all 4 of them, and this one won the day. And he's darling. I just love him. There's a little bit of splatter going on, a little bit of stickles on his little bow, or her bow. I can't remember what we used, but yeah, that was a colour along together. And that's all I've done in this book, which is very sad to say because I adore them. Okay, and then we did a page in Seasons. So I have to try and be careful because we've got to come back to this. So we did this one recently. We did this, and I absolutely love the colour scheme. The blue and the orange and the green. I just love it. And then I used... So I've painted with pastel, I think it's the Derwent pastel paints in the background. I've used my gel crayons that I did a review on the channel. I did a review because somebody said that they didn't have Neo colours, you know, were finding it difficult because they were so expensive. So I did those, and then we used those with the little makeup brushes to apply them with. And a little bit of stickles and white gel pen, of course, and I adore it. I love it. So that was one of the most recent ones we did together. And then I'm getting quite a few bits of this is wax paper. If you just put in Amazon wax paper, it's for sandwiches and things. I'm just trying to find the other ones that we did. No, I did that one by myself. Okay, so the other one was a Christmas colour along that we did together, and we did this page. And I love it, how it turned out, but this is my second copy of the book. We were doing a colour along, and I started with a Neo Colour 2 background, and I completely messed it up. And I'd started colouring it, you know, I think part 1 was up, if I remember correctly, and I was so upset. My husband got me a second copy, and I caught up with where we were on the video and then carried on filming. I did say in it, those of you that will have noticed the background's different, because I hated it and I tried to fix it off camera and it didn't work. So I can't remember. I know we've got gel pens in here. We've got sparkly gel pens that we did the sweeties with. We've got some, that'd be white Posca. I don't know what we coloured with, but yeah, gorgeous page. Loved it. There are some really nice Christmassy ones in here. So what I'd done was got rid of the... I thought, well, there's no way I'm doing another Neo Colour 2 background and risking another book, so I did it in pastels, and then coloured it to catch up with where we were. That was quite funny when you look back, really. But yeah, I do like how it came out now. So that was Seasons. That's what we've done in Seasons so far. And then my birthday month rolled round recently, and I was kindly gifted so many beautiful books that you know, I couldn't keep up. It was just wonderful, the kindness from everyone. And we coloured this one, and this was my first go in colouring with you with inks. So I inked the trees, and it was using my little dewdrop inks. I hadn't got a vast array of distress inks at that time, but we did inks. We did his, and remember using the Prismas for his skin. And this is not Amazon print paper, this book. This, oh, it is, yes, printed by Amazon. Sorry, I apologise. And this is the Fun and Silly Fairy Tales by Dragonology Publishing. And the Prismas love this paper. They did a sterling job, I do believe. So I'm really, really pleased with him, and since I've seen him appear on, I've seen this book appear on a couple of other channels, and it is just the most adorable grayscale book. It's so lovely, and if you're just very, very gentle with your Prismas, it works really well. So yeah, so this was gifted to me on my birthday from Angela, my lovely friend Angela. Yeah, so loved it, really enjoyed it. Another gift that I got was, no, sorry, wrong way round. I brought Flower Fairies, and I was gifted the 50 set of Pastello pencils from Eva, and I wanted to test them out, and where better to test them out than on a fairy page. Now, that was all I used, was I used a bit of the Derwent pastel paint to go in the background. The image itself was just Pastello pencils. So if I was going to do it again and wasn't just using the gift that I'd been sent, I would probably put a bit more darker definition in, but I just wanted it to be the Pastellos just to show what they could do. They are incredible pencils, I love them. And then I glitzed up her wings and put a little bit of the folk art again glitter on there, and left it as that, left it simple. But it just was, the entire page was, apart from the background, was the Pastello pencils. So we did this as a colour along. So cute, so cute, and they did an amazing job. This paper is very smooth, but they did an incredible job. Yeah, I was really pleased with how the skin came out, considering these are budget pencils aimed at children, but look what they did. Very clever. Okay, then another gift on my birthday was the wonderful Benny Blue by Christine Karen, and I've kept the colours, and I had been gifted the Derwent Pro colours, and so I decided we were going to use the Pro colours in here. Now, I haven't coloured on the paper because I don't like the smooth, Amazon paper. Do you know what? I prefer the other one. It feels like it's got more texture to me. So I copied it onto here, and we did little Benny Blue together. And I've kept his colours because it turned out really well, I thought. Front cover, and I copied the front cover. Isn't he darling? He's so cute. So, and each of them, again, as you know, with Christine Karen, have a title. But yeah, I wanted to be able to recreate him and him look the same throughout the book, so I wrote down all the colours. But there is a colour along for little Benny too. So we're getting now closer to our newer pages, and there is some Christmas ones that I'm going to show you, and I've got these in order. Have I got them in order? Yes. Yes, so we did Rhapsody in the Forest recently. No, that was the one I did as a buddy colour. We did this page together. This is 2 parts, I do believe. And again, I think people requested it, we voted for it, I can't remember. But we did this together, and I think, judging by the shine on the paper, it was Prismas. And I love how it turned out. And ink for the clouds. Gorgeous, I just love it. And I'm very proud of how I managed to get the tulips turn out, and then this bright bluebird in the background. Okay, we're coming up 1 more page, 2 more pages, then we're going to have our Christmas ones. There's not that many. We most recently did the Mouse Guard together with ink, and we did this huge double page spread. And I love it. I'm so proud of how this came out. So we used Neocolor 2s for the water, and we used ink, distress ink, to lay down the coral, the eel, the seahorse and the little mouse. And I love how it came out. I adore this page. So cool. And we used pencil over the top. This is an incredible book, absolutely incredible book, and just brilliant with inks. And I've seen Karen Zucchini Kitty do some amazing stuff in here with inks. But yeah, this was our double page with ink. Oh, and I used the Art Spirits. There is that true silver paint. Look at that. It's a watercolour and it's absolutely incredible. So we did that one, and then I've just released the Colour in Heavens Unicorn Special with the Art Spirits gift that she sent me. She sent me all these beautiful paints from her. She hand makes them herself from her Etsy store, and we painted this little guy together with using them all. So that was our most recent. Then if we move on to Christmas pages that we did together, the first Christmas page we ever coloured together was Ruth Sanderson's, sorry, I apologise, Christmas Magic by the wonderful Ruth Sanderson. Boy, this woman can draw. Incredible. And we did this one together. I'm not sure what we used. I think it was Prismas. And then I've kind of, I cut out the little snowflakes. I painted some paper with silver acrylic paint, and then used a little punch to cut them out and stuck those on the page. And we've used a million tons of, this would have been the folk art glitter on the sky, and then we've used a million tons of stickles on everywhere on the snow. And I remember using a cray art pencil for the snow, because it has this gorgeous, like, very unusual grey blue colour for that snow. Loved it. Really, really loved doing it. Had so much fun. An incredible colouring book. And again, I think, yeah, I tried to copy the front cover. And then just put my own spin on it as usual. I love copying pictures. So that was Magic Christmas by Ruth Sanderson. And then we did another vote. Oh no, apologies. Then I introduced us to The Night Before Christmas by John O'Brien. Wow, this colouring book is gorgeous. And we did this one together. This was with Pablo pencils. And there is an image of this, and I've copied it from somewhere on the book, but there is an image and I copied it from somewhere. There we are. I adore this book. Then recently, Christmas in July, I was practicing with inks. I'm so sorry. I was practicing with inks, and we did this one with inks and I believe Prismas. And I don't want to stickle it or do anything until the book's finished, because the paper is good quality, but it would mark the page behind, and it's a beautiful double page spread, and I don't want it to be difficult to colour. Or if I'm using inks, you know, you'll get that imprint. So yeah, so we did that one. And then I think towards the back, yes, we did the Christmas before, we did this Santa together. Isn't he lovely? I think he's quite shiny, so I'm thinking Prismas. It could be wrong, you know, it could be other stuff, but... And I panicked and thought I'd done his hat wrong here. I thought, oh no, that should be white fur, but actually, the back of the book, his hat is red. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think I might have put chalk down or something underneath and then sort of obliterated it with pencil. But gorgeous book, I love this. So this is John O'Brien's The Night Before Christmas, an incredible colouring book. Then we did a vote, and again, completely out of my comfort zone, we voted for books I think that I hadn't coloured in. And we did The Magical Christmas by Lizzie Mary Cullen. I'm so glad we did. And we did this little guy. Now, I'm pretty certain that we used Black Widows for this, because I remember saying we'll do the background neither blue nor green. And I think I didn't do any frills or fuss, just Black Widows. And they worked a dream on this paper. Again, it looks very difficult to pick out what the image is when it's like that, but absolutely incredible book. And I know a lot of people use ink tints in them, but I get it too wet and it goes through the page. I think that's probably the way I use the ink tints, but I had a ball doing this. I really enjoyed doing it. Gorgeous. A lovely, lovely colouring book. And then, last, but by no means least, Cutesy Christmas. Now, at Christmas time, we'd started to do the calendar. We glitzed it up. And we did this calendar too. And I was doing an everyday colour along. But there were so many people doing the calendars that it just became a bit of a drag. Everybody was doing it. And we had so many lovely Christmas colouring books out there that we decided as a team that we weren't going to carry on, and we did other pages, which was where the Rita Sanderson one came in, and the Night Before Christmas and the Magical Christmas. We did those instead. But most recently we did Christmas in July, and we did this little lady together. I inked the background to make it look like a real snowy scene. And I used, that's right, I used my graphite tint pencils, or pencils that are graphite pencils that are tinted. So Spectrum Noir, Stettler and Derwent, that were all gifted to me, and we used those as a base for this beautiful page, and I'm thrilled with how it turned out. And then I mixed with white gloss paint. I mixed some of that folk art glitter to see if I could get the snow to sparkle, but it didn't work. So whether my ratios were out or not, I'm not sure, but I don't care. I really love how the page turned out. I had so much fun doing it, and I can't wait to do more in this. I can't wait to see what Colour in Heaven bring out. See, there's Ruth Sanderson pages in here. I can't wait to see what Colour in Heaven bring out this Christmas. It's going to have to be pretty spectacular to beat this one, because this has the most fantastical images in it. Mariola Budek, Hannah Lynn, Ruth Sanderson, Ross Sawana Mama, just incredible artists in here, and that's why I got the Ruth Sanderson book. But yeah, so that, I think, my lovely friends, is everything. If you're not lucid out, thank you for watching my entire Colour With Me YouTube journey. And what a journey it's been. Like I say, I've made so many wonderful friends, and my confidence has been boosted by you guys, and I can't thank you enough for that. I don't, you know, I dread to think when I look back at, if I looked back at an old video, what I'd think of myself now, because I've changed a lot. And that is through the support of you people being kind and encouraging me. So I have you to thank for that. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling before I get all emotional. A year and a half in, folks, and 4,500 of you are coming with me. I can't believe it. Yeah, I'm just very blessed. So I'm going to say good night for now. It's getting really, really late, and obviously, as you can hear, the later the evening gets, the worse my voice gets, and the cough gets. And I will see you in the next couple of days. So until we meet again, take really good care of yourselves, folks. Night night.